Cheers.
Cheers.
Salute.
Well, guys, welcome to the first installation of the Doughboys podcast, where we talk everything Amazon FBA and business. I'm your host, Cisco, and I'm joined by my two lovely, studly co-hosts, Logan and Josh. Go ahead, introduce yourselves, boys.
What's up? My name is Logan Altenberger. Super excited to be co-hosting the Doughboys podcast with these guys. I'm a serial entrepreneur. My first business that really started to take off is Amazon FBA, and we'll talk a lot about that on this podcast. Been doing that since April of 2020, primarily doing online arbitrage and wholesale. Started off with retail arbitrage and kind of just been growing it over the last couple of years. Now I have a couple other businesses that I'm running as well. Josh?
Yeah, my name's Josh McGill. One of the most interesting things about me was I was actually born and raised over in Asia in Taiwan. To put it most simply, I am Logan's D-Rock. Cisco.
Nice.
What do you do?
Well, you guys know me as Cisco. I am a part-time six-figure Amazon seller, and this is, for the most part, my first business that I've actually started. Not going to be the last. And so, guys, tell me a little bit about you guys. How did you two meet?
Yeah, so we met in college. I've been in college for a year, and my second year I became an RA, and then Logan came in as a freshman, and he was one of my residents. You know, he just introduced ourselves, and he was pretty quiet. I didn't really think much of it until my third year, his second year in college. We ran into each other again. At this point, I wasn't an RA, and he wasn't my resident, and he was just working in the library, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, look at this! I just sold so and so whatever, some ridiculous number," and I was like, "What?" And he just showed me some Godzilla toy, and he was selling stuff on Amazon. Didn't think anything of it. That summer rolls around, and I'm a college kid looking for some money so I can buy some ramen noodles. And he signed me up for a shift, and I found out later in hindsight that he was just thinking one and done, you know. But I guess he liked what I had, and I just kept working for him, and I'm here now. How did you and Logan meet, Cisco?
Well, it was a fine Easter day. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I think we both followed. It was pretty close to Easter. And I remember Easter very specifically for a specific reason, which we'll get into here in a second. But me and Logan both followed Richie Hustles. And he would do these like Friday hangouts or whatever. And we would both be in the chat. Like him and I and like maybe another person would be like actively chatting in there. And then he made a comment referencing that he's ungated in Nike. And then from there, I just Googled his handle, found him on Instagram, and sent him a DM. And then I was begging the kid to like give me the ungate to Nike. I was like, bro, I'll give you $300 right now. And he wouldn't give it to me. He was being stubborn. He was trying to hide the secret sauce. But he said, listen, I won't take your money, but there's a spot in this group, which was the Rizzy Ninjas. Sign up for that group, and the information you're looking for is in there. The day that he sent me that was Easter, and that's when I signed up, and then instantly went to East Bay and ordered to get ungated. And that's how we met, and that's kind of we just kept in touch through Rizzy's group and Instagram, and 2 years later.
And people watching this might be like, "What's the big deal about Nike?" Like back in the day, it was like top secret. Nobody was sharing that, but now everyone knows. Cisco just dropped it. East Bay. There's a couple others, but yeah.
Not only was it top secret back in the day, but everything Nike was like a gold mine. Like back then, like you grab anything that was Nike, and it was 50 to 100% ROI.
That's how kind of we all met, and then I guess they kind of met through me.
Yeah.
Now here we are, the Doughboys.
Well, actually, the way Josh and I met was because you started your prep center, and he was your warehouse manager at the time. And you're too cool for school, so I had to communicate to Josh to get all my prep stuff done.
To be fair, I knew about you before that because Logan would be talking about going down to
the Miami Sellers Conference that Cisco bailed on.
So Cisco bailed, and I was hearing all those stories. But then I got directly. You were one of my clients I was taking care of this summer.
Yeah, so that's who we are. That's how we all met. What the heck is Doughboys, though? So I'm going to give a little bit of the backstory, and then you guys can kind of talk more about what it means, I guess. So Josh and I, like we were just saying, we're running a prep center this summer, and sometimes we'd like to have, a dinner at like 3 p.m. So we go to this Mexican restaurant. Cisco, Josh sends a picture of me to Cisco. And Cisco goes, yo, he's looking kind of doughy. That's super out of pocket. You shouldn't be insulting someone who's in charge of all your inventory. Whatever. That's how Doughboys is born. Out of pocket comment from Cisco. What does it mean to you guys?
Well, Doughboys is where you come to get all the dough. Okay. And what dough really means is, one, business information, right? On this podcast, or if you're watching it on YouTube or wherever, however you're intaking this content, you're going to come on here, you're going to listen to us, and you're going to just get our raw opinions on everything business and how to make money online. And primarily also because that's where the majority of our businesses are right now, Amazon FBA. But what does it mean to Josh? That's what I'm really curious about.
Yeah. So I like how you took an insult and you repurposed it for money-making purposes. That was brilliant, which is a really good way to make money and get your name out there. But yeah, I think the Doughboys is just all about some guys with some fluff in a lot of areas. And, just trying to like burn some of that off and kind of get it out to you guys. So just burn off some of the fat we're holding on to. And just get that good stuff, that nutrients out to you guys.
Yeah, we're going to be burning off the dough, and we're going to be making a lot of dough, and hopefully teaching you how to do the same.
Yeah.
I'm open to, we'll cover a lot of Amazon, but be able to use this as like an outlet to teach the audience about business in general and growing any kind of business that you want to do.
100% agree and echo everything that you guys were saying. But we're also going to show you how to spend a lot of dough on Rolexes.
You got to spend the dough to make the dough.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
For sure.
Most times.
Yeah.
We'll have some hot takes. We'll switch it up. We'll probably have at least one hot take every episode.
Well, I'll just say this. Sneak peek to second episode. We're going to be starting something called Hot Take of the Day. And it's just going to be a hot take at the beginning of every episode. We just kind of hash it out about.
Nice.
I'm really excited about it.
I like it. But yeah, that's like Logan said, that's basically, what the Doughboys stand for. That's kind of how it originated. I'm sure as the podcast and everything continues, you'll get a little bit more insight on the dynamic of the three of us and kind of, how our personalities gel together and all that good stuff. So we're really excited to have you guys follow us on this journey and to kind of get your consistent feedback every single week on what you enjoyed, what you didn't like, what you agreed with, what you didn't agree with. Because I think that's where some of us excel at is being the contrarian and seeing it from other optical lenses, And
then we're going to end every single episode with a quote. Tonight's quote is this.
Go for it.
My unmatched perspicacity, coupled with sheer and defatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.